Hello, classmates. I hope you enjoy my show-off project talking about the research that I have done on Rosie the Riveter and women who changed history. The reason that I chose this particular subject or icon or image that you see is I wanted to know the history behind the image and why we see it so much when it comes to women's rights and equal pay. And when we're marching, you'll see this image. And another reason I picked it as well is because I always see it with Fight Like a Girl, which is my company. And so I really wanted to know, what was the significance of these ladies and what did they do for us and for the world as far as history was concerned. They showed us that they could do the same job that a man could do when they were called, and they did it. And they also helped to start the whole movement for women's rights in the workplace and for equal pay. So I hope you enjoy my video presentation. Some of it's funny, and here you go. Enjoy.
You should be hanged. Hey, who's this fella?
I'm from the Army's Public Relations Board. We're producing a poster to encourage more women to come work in the factories.
He's looking for a model.
Oh, well, look no further than the trail. Right here, sir. I'm Barb. This is Norma and Dot.
While the men fight in Germany, America's women head to the factories to do their part.
Well, sir, I am honored you chose our factory to find the base of your new campaign.
The We Can Do It poster needs a gal who embodies the can-do spirit of America's women.
Well, these gals have that in spades.
It was just 17 when Pearl Harbor was bombed.
I built B-17s and B-29s at Boeing in Seattle during World War II. And during the Korean War, I worked during the Korean War.
She's one of hundreds of American women who became heroes on the home front, taking jobs on assembly lines while their brothers and sons went off to war. Rosie the Riveter, immortalized in poster and song.
She's making history, working for victory. Rosie the Riveter.
This is Rosie, a riveter.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Rosie the Riveter. Say, that's got a nice ring to it.
Two-thirds of the jobs in defense industries can be done by women today. More women are being trained in mechanical trades to meet the shortage of skilled labor.
I don't know whatever happened to him. So then I had his job. They put somebody else beside me.
And finally, we have our slug thumpers who do some of the heavier work.
Right. Whoa. It's circle before stopping it. Yeah. Oh, that one was for you, Sammy.
Who exactly was Rosie the Riveter? And what's the real story behind Image? To start with, it's not really about a riveter named Rosie. It's not even about one woman, but about millions. Government and industrial leaders called on American women to join the workforce in order to replace manpower lost when men enlisted as soldiers. Some 6 million would answer that call. Between 1940 and 1945, the female demographic of the national workforce increased from 27% to nearly 37%. Half of these working women took on tough jobs in defense industry. Rosie was first introduced to the public in a popular song called Rosie the Riveter, released in early 1943. The song was made famous by swing band leader James Kern K. Kaiser. Norman Rockwell had undoubtedly heard the song when he painted a female riveter on her lunch break for the Memorial Day issue of the Saturday Evening Post that year.
Shine. She's a part of the assembly line. She's making history, working for victory. Rosie the Riveter keeps a sharp lookout for sabotage. Sitting up there on the fuselage, that little Fred can do more than a man can do. Rosie the Riveter. Rosie's got a boyfriend, Charlie. Charlie, he's a Marine. Rosie is protecting Charlie, working overtime on the riveting machine. When they gave her a production knee, she was as proud as a girl could be. There's something true about red, white, and blue about Rosie the Riveter. Rosie, the Riveter, Rosie, 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 working on assembly line. Bubble day, bubble dee dee leave it on that day. Reeve boy, reeve boy, reeve. Rosie, 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 the Riveter on the assembly line.
The song was made famous by swing band leader James Kern K. Kaiser. Norman Rockwell had undoubtedly heard the song when he painted a female riveter on her lunch break for the Memorial Day issue of the Saturday Evening Post that year. Posed like the prophet Isaiah in Michelangelo's famous fresco on the Sistine Chapel ceiling, she rests her foot on a battered copy of Hitler's Mein Kampf.
Till he was dead. Now, you know what I would do? I would shoot that Hitler 8 times in the leg, and then I'd say, "You want one more?" And he'd say, 9! And then I'd say, "Coming right up," and bam! One more right in the pork and beans!
That would go with the slogan, "We can do it."
I mean, unless you got something better.
Remember, this poster is meant to encourage women to join the war effort.
Hey! Any woman who ain't already doing her part is a coward and a traitor, just like him.
Oh, stop it. My asthma is very serious.
If they would just let us fight, the damage we could do.
Rockwell's model was a dental hygienist named Mary Keith. But was there a real Rosie the Riveter? After Rockwell's cover appeared on newsstands, the press lost no time in casting real-life Rosies. One of the most well-known was Rose Will Monroe, who worked as a riveter of B-24 and B-49 bomber airplanes at the Willow Run Aircraft Factory in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Monroe appeared in a promotional video for War Bonds after a chance run-in with a Hollywood actor filming at the factory. But Rosie the Riveter was bigger than just one woman. She was a symbol of the wartime work and sacrifice of millions. She is most widely identified with a different image. In 1942, the year before the Rosie song was released, the Westinghouse Power Company commissioned J. Howard Miller to create a promotional poster that would boost morale among its employees. The now famous poster featured a bandana-clad woman flexing her arm muscles under the slogan, "We can do it." Due to copyright restrictions on Rockwell's work, Miller's "We Can Do It" poster was adopted by the feminist movement of the 1980s as a modern symbol of female empowerment. It is now the image most commonly associated with Rosie. From wartime propaganda to feminist symbol, Rosie has remained a riveting icon in American history.
She's making history, working for victory. Rosie, the Riveter, keeps a sharp lookout for sabotage. Sitting up there on the fuselage, that little friend can do more than a man can do. Rosie, the Riveter, Rosie's got a boyfriend.
Still working today.
I used to work with the rivet gun, now I'm working with the sewing machine.
Right. Making face masks these days, more than 300 so far.
I got
a nice one.
That's a variety. This is my favorite.
The polka dot bandana, helpful to Rosie for keeping her hair out of the machinery. Now it has an entirely new purpose in the age of COVID-19.
It seems to me that wearing a little face mask is not a big shock to boys, but
Right.
that's my opinion.
The message, still the same. I think that you're going to have to make a new poster with one of these.
I got that.
We can do it if we all do our part.
We can do it.
If they would just let us fight, the damage we could do. I wish
Rosie, the Riveter, Rosie, 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 working on assembly line.